Hello everyone, it's me again. My name is Nguyễn Hữu Trí, also known as Mr. Quéo Ồ Ruây. I'm back with the vlog for today. And by the way, this time we're gonna have a vlog in English. The reason is so simple because many people request me to do that so that they can improve English when they listen to my vlog. And we are talking about English anyway, so I give it a shot. And then definitely we already prepare a Vietnamese captions for you below. You can always click that for the subtitle. But I urge you to give it a shot. Try to listen to this video clip without the subtitle and amaze yourself by how much you could understand. And after that, if there are certain parts that you couldn't understand, then don't worry, you can definitely always watch it again with the subtitle as and when you like. Right? And then I will have 2 views. And today, again, let me remind you, I'm not an English teacher. I'm an English speaker. So I might not have a perfect English accent, pronunciations. I may make mistakes here and there, and I don't care. Because today, the topic I want to share with you is the 5 steps to open your mouth and speak English confidently with foreigners, which is the most difficult task for most Vietnamese English learners. They can know a lot of words, vocabulary, grammar, but it's just so hard to open your mouth and start the conversations with foreigners. So today, we're gonna talk about that topic. Ready? Let's go. A quick disclaimer. First of all, I believe that there are many different ways and approach of learning and practicing English of many people, and I respect all that. Today, I just share my personal technique and secret, the way that I have learned and improved my English speaking. Alright? Step number 1. Relax. Take it easy. Open your mouth and speak. The thing that people fear the most when they speak is to make mistakes. Come on. Give yourself back the privilege of making mistakes without being judged. The privilege of a child learning a new language. Got it? You're free to make mistakes here and there, wrong pronunciations, broken sentences, wrong use of words, and it's perfectly fine when you first start. Take it easy. Don't judge yourself. Be bold and free. And if others judge your English when you first start, guess what? Don't give a shit to those people. First of all, if you speak to foreigners or native speakers, they would never judge and criticize your effort. Trust me. In fact, you soon realize that in Vietnam, normally, only Vietnamese people would go and criticize your accent, your pronunciation, especially those who are inconfident with their own English. The weak people are very good at pointing out others' weaknesses and push others down because that makes them feel stronger, better. The real strong people would only use their strengths to lift people up. So, what's the point of feeling weak and fearful because of those trashy commands and judgments? Another fun and stupid pressures that people also put on themselves to stop them from opening their mouth and speak is, I must have the native accents, American accent, British accents. That is so absurd. If I'm a Vietnamese speaking English, I will have Vietnamese accents. And I'll tell you what, no matter how hard you try to pretend to fake copycat the British accents, British people will still recognize it. They may give you compliments like, wow, you have perfect British accents, which actually means, good try to copy our accents, but I still recognize it, you know? And the funny thing is that instead of paying attention to your thought, your ideas, your opinions, they pay attention to your accents. Is that what you want? No, right? So I believe instead of focusing on practicing the perfect accents, pronunciations, or grammar, you should focus on finding something meaningful to share. You know, a sharp opinion and innovative ideas, a sincere love and care. If you sincerely share something meaningful, trust me, people will pay attention. So, take it easy. Open your mouth and speak. So, we have eliminated the biggest fear in English speaking, which is the fear of making mistakes. The second biggest fear is, what if I don't know what to say? Anh Trí, if I start a conversation and what if I don't have anything to share? Then you need the second step. Step number 2. If you don't know what to share, ask. The easiest way to start a conversation is to turn on your curiosity mode and ask. Trust me, most people just love to talk about themselves if they see that you sincerely care to know. So let them talk. Just a gentle reminder when you use questions to start a conversation. Stop using the boring questions. Where are you from? What's your name? How old are you? There are 3 things you can ask about persons: information, opinion, and emotions. And among these 3 things, information, especially basic information, is the most boring thing to ask. That makes you look like a police officer doing an investigation on a criminal. Instead, ask about their thinking, their opinions, their stories. What brought you to Vietnam? What do you think about Vietnamese food, Vietnamese people? They said that Vietnam is the happiest countries in the world. What's your opinion? Or ask them about their feeling, their story. You seem very excited about that kind of food. What happened? You seem quiet when you mentioned about your mom. Is everything all right? How do you feel when you lost that money? So, remember, the key to effective communication, try to be interested, not interesting. You get what I mean? And then you will soon realize that the beautiful thing about seeking to understand others is that would make them soon open to seek to understand you back, open to listen to you. That's when you need step number 3. Know what you want and go for it. Wah! And you will say, what do you mean? Of course I want to speak English. No. Speaking is just a means of communication, a tool, a vehicle. It's not a goal. A goal of a conversation is the exchange of information, ideas, emotion, motivations to ultimately build a deeper level of understanding between 2 parties. Therefore, before you start conversations, clarify your goal. What do you want to give or to get from the conversations? In terms of information, point of views, or emotions. Once you're clear about what you want, rally all your resources, vocabulary, tonality, emotions, body language, everything, then go for your goal. I remember a few years ago when I was having a business trip in Tokyo, Japan. One afternoon, during my free time, I set out to the busy street of Tokyo with the goal to accomplish. I must get the DVD of my most beloved animation, Porco Rosso. And guess what? I was going down the busy business district of Tokyo, knowing only 1 sentence and 2 words of Japanese. Nihongo ga wakarimasen, which means I don't understand Japanese. And hey, yeah, which means yes and no. Those were the only Japanese words that I know. And I was on a mission of buying the DVD that I love. As I found and walked into a DVD shop, no one knows English, which is a very common fact in Japan 10 years ago. I don't know Japanese and they don't know English. How can we communicate? And guess what? I use the most powerful, beautiful, universal language, which is body language. I was dancing like crazy in the shop. Totoro, Totoro, hey, Totoro. Hey, Ghibli Studio, Ghibli animation and animation. Totoro, Ghibli. Yes, yes. Hey, hey. Pig, woo. Pig. Flying, airplane, shooting. Hey, pig, woo. Hey. No Totoro. Ghibli, yes. Hey. Pig. Flying. And after 5 minutes, finally, the sales girl said, "Hey, wakarimasu." And she ran in, searched around, and she came back and brought exactly the DVD that I love. Ta-ding! And I got what I want. You know, this is the beautiful animation about the flying pig, Kokoroso. Ding, 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 ding. And not only did I get what I want, we had a super fun time and a super fun experience. I danced to her that I really loved the movie. When I got it, okay? And she was so happy because Ghibli animations are the most famous pop culture products in Japan. So you get what I mean? Take it easy. Don't be afraid. Know what you want, open your mouth, open your heart, speak, dance, shows. As long as we are sincere, humble, and believe in ourselves, we will soon realize that the world are full of wonderful people, wonderful things, and wonderful experiences waiting for you to connect, to explore. The fourth step, immerse yourself into English. English will immerse yourself into you. The most difficult things about learning a foreign language is that you don't live in that foreign country. You don't have the environment to constantly be in touch with the language. 1 minute you was in class, this is an apple, this is a book. And then another second, you were back in your normal daily environment. Đứa nào cho táo của tao? Đứa nào lấy cuốn sách của tao? And just like that, all the learning effect is gone until the next class day. You restart everything all over again. So, the secret to find or create the activities or environment to constantly be in touch with English as much as possible. You will be amazed by how fast your English grows. When I was in Singapore, whenever I took taxi, I always took the front seat so I can sit next to the driver the whole trip, chit-chatting about money, about cars, about different types of customer, about his family, so many things. And I never sat in the back. I keep finding opportunities to use English. Of course, if you're in Vietnam, the best exercise young people can do today is to spend your weekend at the tourist attraction spot in your town. Start conversations with tourists, backpackers. That's the easiest way. They are normally very nice, very pleasant. They are on a trip anyway. And they are also full of curiosity about Vietnamese people, Vietnamese food, Vietnamese stuff, you know? And if you're still afraid, then you can definitely immerse yourself in English music. Listen to English songs, mumbling along all day long, ba ba boo people, ba ba boo people, you know, singing along. That's what I did when I was 17 years old. I will always love you. Love you. Will always love you. You know, watch movie without subtitle. Start with action movies so you can easily guess the content. You can feel more confident before you move on to more wordy movies. Watch English YouTube channels. Read English novel, Harry Potter's, Hunger Games, Game of Thrones, you know, even some self-development books, technical magazine. Immerse yourself. Get what I mean? And don't complain to me that you don't have the environment like your overseas studying friends. Create your own environment. We are living in 2019, not 1990s, okay? Go for it. Make use of all the technologies, all the informations, YouTube, Facebook, everything. Immerse yourself into English environment. Finally, step number 5. And are you ready? This is the ultimate secret. Mimicking the best speaker in the world. Now this is not a super exciting secret, not from my English study, but from my public speaking master. He told me to go home and pick a speech that I adore the most and mimic the speaker. The secret is to mimic, not to read or represent his speech. Mimicking his speech. Mimicking is basically copy everything. The content, the tonality, the gestures, even the clothes and accessories, everything. I used to mimic many of my most beloved teachers and mentors like Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins, but the most interesting people that I have mimicked was President Barack Obama. On this day, we gather because we have chosen hope over fear, the unities of purpose over conflict and discord. On this day, we come to proclaim an end to petty grievances and false promises, the recriminations and dogmas that for far too long have strangled our politics. We remain a young nation, but in the words of the scriptures, the time has come to set aside childish things. The time has come to reaffirm our enduring spirit, to choose a better history, to carry forward the precious gift, the noble idea, passed on from generation to generation. The God-given promise that all are equal, all are free, and all deserve a chance to pursue their full measures of happiness. This actually is special techniques in NLP. It is quite complicated to explain the principle behind this technique, but you don't need to understand that to make use of it, right? But I gotta warn you, this is very serious. If you keep doing this exercise, not only will your English speaking grow tremendously, you will face the risk of seeing your life turning toward the lives of the person you mimic. Alright? If you find them useful, apply them and share with me your experience in the comments. You can even upload your video mimicking others onto YouTube and share the link here. I'll be very happy to explore it. So those are the 5 techniques and secrets to overcome the fear and start picking up the skill to speak any language better and better. To sum it up, the 5 personal secrets of Mr. Quéo Ồ Ruây to improve your English speaking. Number 1, relax, take it easy, open your mouth and speak. Number 2, if you don't know what to share, ask. Number 3, know what you want, go for it. Number 4, immerse yourself in English. And number 5, mimic the great speaker that you admire. And well, those are the 5 things that helped me a lot over the years to improve my confidence and my English speaking, and I think that can reapply in practicing any language and make it better and better and better each day. Okay? So, if you have different ideas or certain point that you don't agree with me, I'm really open right? To listen to your arguments or your points. So please put a comment below to give in your experience or your point of view. Finally, this is the first time that I do a vlog in English. So if you think the idea is good and it's helped you to improve your English, learning a new skill or have a new perspective on things, do put a comment below and tell me that. Because if it's a good idea, then I will continue to reapply these ideas for, many more video clips to come. Okay, till then, see you in the next vlog. Bye bye. And enjoy learning English and using it, speaking it. To pursue the full measure. What the fuck?